I was writing this, I got a notie from you. As you were talking about wanting to be with your mom and your sister again. Take me where I belong, but our circumstances won't allow us to be in our ideal situations. We got to push through it, bro. So here's the thing. We don't know if that right there is about her at all, but we can assume, right? David is a pretty intelligent man, and I'm going to tell you guys how he groomed this little girl from something that looked wild. But let's get a video of her walking in 2024, and I want y'all to see how she looked when he initially started talking to her. Let's go. She lied about her age and said she was 19, brother. In what world can someone not tell she is a kid? David is so weird. This is how young Celeste was when David met her at 11 years old, brother. But, I mean, contacted. We don't really know if he met her, but for sure, she definitely contacted him as a youngin'. We got proof of that. What the dude go? Ew, better, ew.
Ew. Brother, ew. What's that? What's that, brother?
Now, some of y'all will say, with Seti Nash, I mean, she technically was 12, 13 when she went to hang out with him. Do y'all think that girl shot up from 11 to 13 and she just exploded like that? Like, had all the features and all that crap that she had? Nah, bruh, he knew. I refuse to believe he didn't know. Like, y'all can't. I'm sorry. There are certain things I can believe. There's certain things I can't believe. And that's one of the things I can't believe. Now, it's messed up because at that little age, or 12, she was running around doing her little thing. And it's sad. It's ridiculously sad. Fathers, get your damn daughters. But I want y'all to listen to, and this is going to further prove the point of the video, I want y'all to listen to how I believe this man groomed this little girl, because the friends seem to think she was a different age. Roll it. Now, let me say this before we get started. This could be all cap, but it also could be all true. But I say it's partial, it could be all cap, because there's a part of me that says these people could have known, but it is what it is. Exclusive, David. Friends say they thought Celeste was his girlfriend. Shocked she was 14. Friends who partied with and knew singer David were under the impression Celeste Rivas, his girlfriend, and were shocked when news came out Celeste was only 14. Sources who party with the LA music scene tell TMZ they saw David and Celeste at parties and hangouts, and it appeared to them they were a couple. We're told some of them were under the impression she was a student at USC. The friends believe Celeste was around 19 years old and presented herself as such. TMZ broke the story. Law enforcement sources say Celeste had multiple fake IDs, which allowed her to pass herself off as an adult. The people who are now buzzing about what they saw tell TMZ one of the reasons they thought she was over 18 was because she was hanging out at places that had age restrictions. Another thing we're told, David's contemporaries who were at these parties and hangouts were shocked there was any remote connection between David and Celeste's death, something that has not been established as far as we know, because his demeanor was super shy, soft spoken, and gentle. As reported, law enforcement said Celeste ran away multiple times and came from a troubled home before law enforcement identified Celeste as the victim found in David's Tesla trunk. Her mom told TMZ she had been dating someone named David. Now, Sadie Nash, I know good and dang well your butt ain't just shit up here, got us early this goddamn morning, and all your proof is that they just sat up there and only talked to the friends, and the fans thought this stuff. How do we know that he wasn't running game and he basically wasn't whatever the hell? You know what I'm saying? Like, he wasn't duped in all that stuff. Well, because he has this video that I don't think anybody can sit up here and say, nah, bro, that's insane. Check it out.
Media trained you.
No, you didn't.
That's controversial.
It's controversial of kids.
Really good.
Okay,
It's
bye.
been a good one. Bye.
Bye, guys.
Mwah, 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 mwah. Oh my! Delete everything. Delete everything. Everything goes. Everything goes. Everything.
Now, I want to give you guys this little nugget here, right? In the video, the first video I did, right? The first video I ever did on this, I didn't think he did it. Is there a possibility he didn't do it? Very true. But there are 5 crimes that if the police get some text messages, get some emails done, get some social media messages done, that absolutely corroborates the story. He slept with that woman. Little girl, pardon me. Here you go right here. I'm going to give y'all the 5 right here. Unlawful X intercourse with a minor. That's California Code 261.5C. Felony if a 3-year age gap. Sentence up to 3 years. Well, David is 20. She died at what, 15? 14? So unless she was 17, it ain't going to happen. Boom, that's out. So lewd acts with a minor under 16. Restricted X statute short of R assault. That sentence is going to be 3 to 8 years in state prison. Harboring/contributing to delinquency. So the previous one was 288A, because I know there's some lawyers who's watching this that want to, do their thing and say, oh, Sadie Nash, you're right, you're wrong, you're right, you're wrong. Harboring/contributing to delinquency, California Code 272-278, often a misdemeanor, but if tied to X activity, felony endangerment, sentence up to 3 years, felony version. Child endangerment, pretty damn good. 273A, if felony, 2 years, 4 years, or 6 years. X exploitation. I had to say X because I want to say the SEX word, right? 311.4 and 647.6 felony. Can range depending on the facts up to 6 years if a felony. So you're looking at the low end, 8 to 10 years, high end, 20 plus years if they run consecutively back to back. In California, it pretty much will guarantee that them damn things run back to back. Lifetime, ex-offender, penal code 290 if convicted of 228 or 311.4. No way around that. All right, but here's where I thought it was very interesting. Because she had IDs and this man travels. He's from Tejas. You know what I'm saying? The Mann Act, 18 U.S.C. 2421-2423. That's a federal one. So if the feds come running, they'll get them. So basically, here's what it is. For adults up to 10 years, minors 10 years to life. Why is that important? 10 years to life because she was a minor at the time. Travel with intent, 30 years, that's the max. Conspiracy to attempt, same as the penalty if completed the act. So even if they even thought about running away, can't keep running away. Hey, with a minor as my babe. David, what do you say? Hey. But here's what's even crazier. All he has to do is have it shown minor status. The victim was under 18. Celeste was. Interstate transport. She was moved around state lines or sometimes county lines. If it connects to anything Crazy, right? X intent, it doesn't even have to be completed. Even the intent to engage in X activity counts. The knowledge. Defendant knew the person was a minor. Now, here's what some of y'all are going to say. Nash, what if they never hunched? It's the intent. Just the intent, bro. So the law reads like this. Whoever knowingly transported an individual who has not been attained for the age of 18 years old, interstate or foreign commerce with the intent that the individual engage in prostitution or any X activity. See, some of y'all look at the prostitution part, but it says any X activity for which any person can be charged with a criminal offense shall be fined or imprisoned not less than 10 years or for life, for life, for life. So, what should you take away from this video? That even if David is not charged with murder, which I believe he will be, they're trying to find out the cause of it, because I think they're probably going to say, we're going to try to, you know what I mean, get him up out of here, that type of stuff. I think even that right there is enough. So it's like, I want to lie and say that they're doing the feds work, but nah, it's not just that. They had to be thorough in this, and they know no matter what, that boy ain't going nowhere. So you're going to see that happen. But let this be a warning, because it won't be a warning. These dudes who are minor attracted, bruh, they just got to get hauled off and put in a prison for the rest of their lives. Just is what it is. Because some about these people just doesn't matter. We watch all of these watches. I forget what the heck his name is, the black dude. God, I want to give him his credit so freaking bad. I can't remember his name. Gideon, I think his name is Gideon. Him and Chris Hansen, crazy, right? Chris Hansen had turned into a monster. That nigga, he be reading the words like, you said you wanted to take her cock. Like, what? Nigga, what? Anyways, so shout out to them for doing their thing. But if they have shown us one thing, is that we had to be better as parents, but we also had to know the signs, and we had to know these people are out here no matter what. The advent of the internet has exposed so many kids to these downfalls of societal predators that will promise them all type of things, and then the influence that they have, bruh, it's one of the worst things ever known to effing man. I hope that little girl gets justice, and I ain't gonna lie, I always tell y'all this. I wish jail on people who take it from kids, who take people's masculinity or femininity. I wish jail on those people, and I also hate thieves. I know some of y'all be like, what, bruh? Like, nah. And I wish jail on people who do harm to people who can't defend themselves. Like, if you a bully and you just beating up on a little buster, you're like, bruh, I wish jail on you as well. I ain't gonna hold you. But click right here to see why David won't be arrested for weeks or for months. Very detailed video. I just dropped it early as hell. I woke up out of my sleep, bro. I went to sleep at like 8, woke up at 1 o'clock, and then got straight to work. So click right here to see that video right there, and I'll catch you on the next one. Reloaded.